Through this period, we grow in different areas, whether it be, like your brain is growing, you're getting experience, you're supposedly growing spiritually, getting meaning for your life. You're supposedly growing intellectually, physically, you're growing up to a certain stage, and then you're there, and after you finish growing, that's it. Right. Once you stop physically growing, that's it. That's one of the things I used to struggle with also. I wanted to probably grow taller. I used to somewhere in my mind, I wanted to grow taller, or I wanted to be taller than the people around me. And averagely, a lot of people see me as tall, but I don't see myself as tall. I used to think I was kind of short, and that was just a psychological thing. Which probably also come from the fact that I was chasing a relationship that did not work, right? And I guess I also sold that to it, allowed it to control me. And that's probably why it didn't work, because I didn't understand that. I was being controlled by it rather than me controlling it, right? You have to be at the reign of our fears for your life. You have to be on the driver's seat. For as long as whatever it is that's controlling you to that thing, you are a slave, you're a servant, and you will not end well. Life is meant for you to be on the driver's seat. That's the way to win in life. Whatever it is, and I use the word whatsoever it is, that you're not on the driver's seat, will not end well. Even if it be going to church, being a Christian, being whatsoever. God created you to be on the driver's seat of your life. Not your pastor, not your imam, not even your parents. It's your life at the end of the day. Anybody can counsel you, anybody can advise you, but the final decision needs to be yours. And that's one of the things you need to then begin to learn in the young adult stage, the ability to make decision as your brain, that your prefrontal cortex, begins to be developed and be fully developed. It is for use. It is for use. It is for use, not just to have it. There's a reason why God kept it up to that time. And the reason why God gets it developed, fully developed in the young adult stage. It is for use. You have to learn to make decisions, right? Some of your decisions will not work, but that is experience. You learn and you're able to make better decisions after that. The only way you're going to truly grow in life, whether it be in the terms of the relationships you seek or are seeking you, a career in life, finance or whatsoever you're trying to grow, you need to learn to make decisions. You need to learn to exercise that brain that you have been given. Your life is meant for you to be on the driver's seat. Right? You are the master of your fate. You are the master of your destiny, right? And the captain of your soul, not your feelings, not your instincts, not your hormones. Flow. Instincts will be, but you must make the decision. You are the captain of this ship that is you. You are the captain. The decisions you make, what you do as a captain will determine your destiny. It will determine your late adult life. It will determine whether you're a success as a young adult or not, right? You need to. Don't be a dummy. Don't go to join any cult, right? You were not created to be a member of a cult. You are created to be a free moral agent. God wants you to make decisions. God wants you to be the captain of this ship that is you. Not your instincts, not your feelings, not your dogma, right? But you. Let's continue. So the young adult is trying to be financially independent. He's trying to establish relationships, some romantic, some just relationship, because we're created to relate. We get our essence, our fulfillment by relating with other people, right? And to different extent based on who we are, right? You need to respect your personality even in relationship. There are those that will have many friends. There are those that are not supposed to have many friends. Right? You need to know who you are and be you. because everybody's having many friends. So mean you have to have many friends. Yes, you have to relate, but the extent, the intensity, that based on who you are. Know yourself and respect who you are, right? Don't be a copycat. Yes, there'll be pressure. You want you because we also get our fulfillment, by belonging. Why? So there'll be pressure to want to belong, but in belonging, don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. Your sense of self is the compass, is the director that will take you home. Don't lose yourself, because inside of yourself is a GPS that knows where you are going, right? Don't lose yourself, So, excuse me, I gotta blow my nose. Apologies. All right. So we take on responsibilities, right, as a young adult, right? So as an adult, there is identity exploration, right? We're trying to know who we are. Who am I, right? Why am I here? Where am I going to? How do I want to end life? And we need to begin to do that. We need to begin to envision what the future is for us, right? The vision, the future that we want, right? There's nothing that's cast in concrete. Is the future that you want is what you will get. There's no future written somewhere for you. It's a future that you create that you will get. You can write your future, right, for yourself. You don't have to take the future someone else has given to you, right? Any prophecy that does not empower you, you can deny, you can reject. You have the power to reject. You are a God, a small G God over your life. You determine your future. So don't take what anybody has just said as gospel. If you don't like it, if it doesn't empower you, you determine the future that you want, right? And begin to pursue that future that you want. Shoot high so you can get off the ground, right? Right. The future that you want. That's part of you exercising your brain. That's part of you exercise the endowment that God has given to you. You are the captain of your life. You are the master of your destiny. Use your mastery. Use your captaincy. Right? So the instability, there's changes. You're focusing yourself, right? There's a bit of overlap as I come into young adulthood. There's a bit of adolescence still in my body. There's still a bit of hormones still flowing inside of me. My brain is developing, right? Up until the time it's fully developed, then I begin to exercise and use it, right? So every young person, is creative, supposed to be. Some people are already being talked down. Some people, their spirit are killed. But when your spirit is alive, a young person is supposed to be creative, right? Is using this prefrontal cortex to envision the future that he or she wants, right? And the youth wants to play, right? That's part of youth. We have strength, right? That's what the youth has. The youth might lack wisdom, but they have strength. They use that strength to sow the seed of your future, right? In the later part of life, that strength will not be there like it is in youth. You will gain wisdom, yeah, no doubt. But one of the strengths of youth is strength, right? Physical strength, mental strength also, right? Well, mental strength you will gain as you get older, right? But at least you have physical strength, right? And then ability to use it. And also youth time is a place where you want to broaden yourself. You want to increase your knowledge, right? Then you can begin to specialize later on in life. But the more you know, the better. The more you know, the better decisions you can make. One of the things that helps for me is reading people's autobiography. It can help me to see life from other people's bed view, right? Then I'm able to then see myself in that, as it were, just to see reality from other people's angle. Not that I want to be like them, but just helps me, someone is gone the journey I want to go. I'm able to then see see life from that angle. I love the fact I just finished reading a few weeks ago David Goggins' book, Can't Hurt Me, and I learned a lot from all he did, his ability to push beyond the limit of his body. That gave me faith. That gave me courage, to be able to push my own body also, because I was having some seeming weakness in some areas. I was beginning to doubt my health and all of that. And I just said, if David can do it, I too can do it. Right. And I've been able to push past the limitation. I'm in a better place today just because I read someone else's story. Right. That would help you as you read other people's story, as you go through your young adulthood. Don't be limited. Your father's compound is not the biggest. You need to go look at other compounds, so you can learn. You do that by reading books. You do that by reading people's story. Autobiographies will help you, right? If someone else made it, you too can make it. How did they make it? You learn that, and it helps you. It gives you vision. It helps you to be able to have mental models for success, right? So that's what will help you, and it's more than just being in the classroom. It's about stepping out, to perform, to actualize the things that are coming into your mind, So there is so the new responsibilities coming through young adulthood. People see them differently. There's a separation from parents, especially for men. For women, they probably don't ever separate from parents. But you have new things you're pursuing. I'm married. I'm trying to take care of my family. I can't be as close to my parents as I would love to. Because I have new responsibilities at home I'm trying to keep. But it's not that I love them any less. But there are responsibilities that come as you come into adulthood, right? And the expectations of life itself. One of the prayers I had to make in life was, God, help me to be able to meet the responsibilities of every age that I find myself, right? So there are responsibilities through the young adulthood, and you need to be able to meet those responsibilities, those expectations as you go along. But that's not to put pressure. If you do the right things, if you make the best use of your time, you will be. Life, God has designed life such that if you do the right things, you will have no issue. If you're intentional, if you are proactive, you'll always be ahead of a curve. You will always be ahead of a curve, right? Financially, physically, and otherwise. If you're taking if you're intentional, you're proactive. Right, that means you are the captain. You're not given to feelings. You're not given to laziness. You're not given to instincts. You are making decisions. You're making judgments around life. You will always be ahead, right? So, obviously, the young adult time is a period to build, to rebuild. Because you're learning, you're building the foundation of your life, right? You're making decisions, right? But without having experience, right? Well, if I had to do my young adult life again, I'll do much better. I've learned a lot. I can have experience, things I didn't know how they would turn out. I know how they turned out. If I have to do it again, I'll tweak it better. And that's the beauty. And the Bible talks about, the honor of elders, of old people, is their gray hair, right? Is the experience, the rags, right? They've had the bond, they had bonds, the mistakes, right? And the successes they've had. That's what they have, that teenagers, the younger ones, don't have. That's what you can get from people ahead of you, because they've seen what you have not seen, what you will see. Right. And that's a beauty, right? We can learn from people that have gone ahead of us, right? And I hope some young people can learn from this. If you have questions, feel free. I can share, I can answer you from my privileged point of view. At 56, I passed the young adult stage, right? I'm in the old adult stage, right? And Right, let's see, Erickson is a psychoanalyst, about that. He believes that the main task in early adulthood is to establish intimate relationships, right? And it's not necessarily romantic relationship, but friendship, oneness, right? In the continuum of life, we all start dependent. Then through our time of coming along, so through a time of adolescence to young adulthood, we're gaining independence, right? But as we're gaining independence, that's not the end of it. Some people stop there. They're just selfish about life. They don't progress. They just want to be independent, right? You don't get life by being on your own, right? Life is meant to be shared. You gain independence, you share it. And that's the next stage of independence called the interdependent relationship, where I give some of my independence away just to be a blessing to someone else and to link up with people to gain what we call a mastermind relationship or synergistic relationship, where the sum of the two, where the result is higher than the sum of the two, right? So it's not just about gaining independence, it's about giving it away, in relationship, in interdependent relationship, right? Having a commonality with order, being a blessing to someone and allowing that person to be a blessing to you. Not everybody gets a breakthrough in this area, for whatever reason, fear, bad earlier experiences and all of that, but you need it. We all need relationship, irrespective of what your experience has been. If you have been beaten before, you need to learn. It's not only someone else's fault. If you have been beaten before, part of it was your fault. You need to take responsibility for what went wrong, learn from it and try and do it better again. But you are never going to succeed in life on your own. No dog, no pet will take the place of another human being, right? You need to learn to live life, right? Learn to live life, not just on your own, but with others, right? Not because you can't do without them, but because that is where you get the joy of life from. The essence of life is to relate with other people, not just yourself, right? And that's important. Otherwise, you are not going to get fulfilled in life. We're not going to get fulfilled in life all on our own, right? So there is a place to relate with other people to get the fullness that life has to offer, right? That's where I'm going to stop. That's kind of quick on that truth,